And good evening, everyone. This could be huge for Western New York. And Jackie, it looks like that $1 billion for Buffalo is about to pay off.
Let's hope so, Don. This is some of the biggest economic news we've seen around here in a long time, especially since we often report on companies leaving and jobs being lost. It makes me think I just picked up this bottle of malt liquor, empty bottle, that's in this Brownfield here and has been here for a long time. But this spot where you see a Brownfield right now, this is where people are going to be proud to come to work in the future and the not too distant future. We had two big announcements today. Let's start with the first one, and that's about this former Brownfield. It stood as an eyesore along the waterfront for years, and it will see a rebirth with a wave of clean energy. The Riverbend Project, remember that name, the Riverbend Project will anchor at least 850 jobs at first, and more are expected down the road. Now, Governor Cuomo then delivered promising news at the Ford stamping plant in Woodlawn, where an expanded production line is expected to fuel 350 new jobs there. Now, with these two projects alone, we're talking a grand total of 1,200 new positions for the Western New York job market. We have extensive team coverage for you tonight. We're going to begin with George Rickard, and he's been looking into what will take shape on this field here.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, these are not pennies from heaven. These, we should point out, are your state taxpayer dollars that will go to building these buildings and paying for the high-tech equipment inside so that two private companies can use them. But the jobs that those private companies will bring seem to be well worth the price tag. So construction will start here next spring. You can bet there'll be another ceremonial groundbreaking here, and in a year and a half, these two companies will be up and running.
You know, I thought it was interesting today, George, that the governor admitted that Western New York has been neglected with economic development.
He has, and this is, what a way to make up for it. I mean, this is $225 million on one project that they hope will imitate the nanodynamics in Albany.
Yeah, great. But that was only part one of the announcement today. There was part two, and that all centers on the Ford stamping plant. Rich Newberg.
And the news is great, Jackie. It's all about jobs and a major commitment by Ford and the state of New York.
To the team again.
And you know, in the old days, if you worked at a Buffalo area plant, there's a good chance your children might work there. And one of the workers today said, hey, maybe my two boys will join me on the job someday.
Very good to hear it, Rich. Thank you. So again, two big announcements about the economic rebirth of Western New York. And one of the speakers today, Don, said, Buffalo, you just won the Super Bowl. So let's capture that feeling and hope that we remember this day going forward. We'll have much more tonight on News 4 at 10 and 11, and of course on WIVB.com. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Jackie. Be sure to stay.